Okay. Turn as I can. Oh no. Oh! I did not expect that. So, I was gonna tell you that I've decided on the production chain to go for in the beginning at least, and that involves grain and sugar. So we need to buy some different equipment. So we need more of these guys to actually get going there. Welcome back to another episode of the Rules Heavy Challenge here on the Majestic Lands. I am trying here. I don't know if this is smart. I'm trying to get this last log here away. Now, like I said in the intro there, I have decided on a new production that involves some sugar beets and the grain that we already have. Oh, this is working well. Perfect. At least something works. Alright. So, let me show you what I was thinking. Ultimately, the malt beverage factory. This is a mod, so there could be some balancing issues, but we'll take that into account and everything. As you can tell, it takes barley and wheat, water and sugar to make the beverages, and that is malt brewing, light, sparkly, and dark premium. I think it is. But first we need sugar, and that's why I'm going to go for the sugar mill to begin with, because we can use that to fund, as an extra help to fund this thing, because this is the second stage of the production line. The first stage would be the sugar mill. Now, there is of course the base game and a modded version of them. Where is it? Did I go past it all? This here, sugar mill. Now it does take sugar beet or sugar cane. I'm not sure if I can do sugar cane here. Let me just take a quick look. I can, technically. Sugar cane planters. Alright. Maybe this is something to think of, because then we get sugarcane harvesters. That might be cheaper actually. And then we just need the sugarcane transport. I've never done sugarcane, so it should be very interesting, I think. Turn and pull it in. There you go. Okay, let me get back to the farm. I do have to drive all the way there. I cannot teleport anything. Just gonna try... Is this... No, this is louder. Okay. Let's wait for the traffic there. I was saying something, I can't remember. Yeah, I looked into the sugar mill. No, not the sugar mill, the sugar beet. And that requires the planter, a topper to remove the tops, and then a harvester. So, you know, I think that is more expensive. Ultimately, maybe we will do both of them. Let me just get this log back to the thing here before I continue back home. I am planning of going into May. Now that might be an issue actually. I will show you in a bit. I'll just jump off here, run over here, and bam, 500 only there. So let me show you. Both of these are the last chance to plant now in April, and that means I really should try to stay in April if I ever want to do this. Let me just compare them. Just take the cheaper one. So this would cost me 54 plus the seed, but the beet, that is only on planters, so that would mean I can also plant any of these other ones, and that is only 20. We don't need the larger one. I don't think we can. Oh, we can actually pull this one, but the planter is cheaper, definitely. But then we have the beet harvester. You see, this harvester is way more expensive, and combined it's more than 270,000 euros. We could finance it, of course, but that's going to put us very at a very much of a disadvantage on everything. While this is a more expensive startup cost, and it's only 1 meter wide. But the harvester is way cheaper. You know, I think we're gonna go for sugarcane. I think sugarcane is the better choice. Also, it's something I've never done, and it seems to be a little bit different than the traditional root crop or grain crop. I think it means we have to redo our grass field that we created last episode, or 2 episodes ago, I think. Can't remember exactly. So the thing is that the meadow is just as good percentage-wise, effectiveness-wise, as the grass. And I do think we get the meadow growing. It's already in April. I'm just guessing it's growing at the same pace as usual normal grass. So from April to November maybe. Then we'd only have to cover with hay bales 3, 4, maybe 5 months. That's almost half the year actually. I was thinking maybe it's worth just buying the bales and not stressing about growing the grass. Especially since goat milk tends to be kind of lucrative. Let me take a look here. Goat milk. Oh, it's up here probably. Yeah. Yeah, it's 3,000 per liter. At worst, it's 2,500. That's a lot of money. So I think that's going to be the strategy, so that I can plant in this month the sugarcane. I think I'm going to finance for 2 years the planter. Mostly because I don't want to grind too much. I would rather owe a little bit more money, leverage the debt in a way to start production earlier. I don't want to wait a whole year to plant the sugarcane, if that makes sense. And also, I don't know how you plant the sugarcane. Do you just plant it in rows? Or do you plant it in like a field? So maybe our wheat field is better. Alright, we are back. Let me just jump out here because... actually, I want to cut the engine. So, we do still have a few logs to pull out here. Hey guys, look, 1 bale. Let me just take this. Let me just do a little quick math thing here. 3,000, that's basically 1... I think it is 1... oh no, it's not. I thought it was €1 per... Oh no, wait, this is the larger ones. Isn't there smaller ones here? Yeah, look, there's a smaller one. It doesn't tell me the content of how much it is, just the size of it. But I think just 1 or 2 of these should cover us for a few months. So I don't need a full trailer... What? I don't need a full field like this. Well, I could definitely use the sugarcane here instead. So I'm thinking that I go for that. I want to take a look at how much money I need before I start. Let's see. And let me see, it's 190 horsepower. How much is our tractor? This is a huge deal actually. If we have to upgrade our tractor, it's barely enough. At its best. Let me see what we actually have. It's 110. It's not enough. So, if we want to upgrade the tractor or buy a new one, let's say... Yeah, let's say this one, I think. Just because it's a little cheaper. Can we get it over 190? Yes. That is going to cost us 74. And if we do it for a year, it's going to cost us 3,000. We can actually do it right now. Oh, that's so challenging though, because that means we have to have so much money available at the end of the year. Or every month. Cannot afford the heavy $12,000 a month. But if we sell the tractor we do have, let's see this. Do I have... I don't have a front tool loader here on this one. Which one gives us a front loader? That's really an interesting, or an important... Okay, I'm gonna have to take a look into this and I'll be right back. So, I've been looking into this a little bit. Now, this is the cheapest tractor that I can find with the horsepower requirement, and that also can have the front loader attacher. Now, without the front mounting, you know, with 5,000 extra, I might need the front weight, exactly. That's the thing. I could have some weights, just in case, but they're very small. But I don't think I can... I can't even finance the cheapest option to finance it at the moment. Maybe if I sell something, then maybe I could. So I think our cheapest chance and option we have is to upgrade this tractor to 185 horsepower, 5 horsepower less than the planter needs. I really hope it should be enough. But that alone is going to cost us, I think, like 12,000. So we need to go ahead here and start loading up some logs. I think that is our only option, really. We would have to do it either way, I think. Also, now I just realized I've never used the front loader equipment here. So just in case. Let's go for... You can see, like, this one can have the front loader, right? We have the hoer, whatever it's called. But to get it... It doesn't get over the requirement that we need, so it's not really an option. None of these here do have, you know, the front loader. So this is the cheapest one. So if we take the weight away, just have none, it's sufficient, but it is upgraded engine wise. There's nothing extra other than that. Still can't afford it. I will try again once I've sold a load of here, just in case. But yeah, let me get through that real quick here and I will be right back with you. Alright, that went kind of well, I think. This just take some time, that's the problem really. There's nothing really I can do unless get some larger equipment, I think. I'm gonna try to bring this last one here with me. It's been in the way for a few episodes now. Now, this isn't any specifically large load here. It's just medium, I would say. I can probably get twice the amount if I do it properly with properly cut logs. But I think this should be fine. Now I should try to drive out of here with this wand in my hand here. Okay. Turn as I can. Oh no. Don't do... Okay, what is happening? You know what? How does that happen? Okay. Let me climb my tractor here. Ooh, can I climb this arm? I don't think I have to. I can climb up here, I think. Now, this is not a demonstration of safety first, just so you all know. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it into pieces here. Yes. And one time more. One more time as it's properly said. That's interesting. Oh, this is gonna take a little time here, so maybe I put on a little bit more music while I do this. Okay, I just think, yeah, these are less than 100 kilos, so I can lift them. Alright, this, yeah, you can tell, you can just see how light and thin this load is. It can be done better, and but we don't have to. We got all the loose logs into place. I have to drive ahead here. Get across around my weight. Okay, I'll run back soon and get the thing. I don't think this is more than like 6,000 maybe euros worth. We do have a lot of trees over there, so we can do one more montage if we need to. And actually, I'm really looking forward to switch out this tractor, so maybe I will actually take the chance. But yes, let me get down there and I'll be back with you as soon as I am by the sawmill. Alright, now I am here. I've been thinking on the way down. Let me just stop this engine here. It's so loud. It goes full on. Let me just sell this first and I'll tell you what I was thinking. No, I want to get those branches away. Just in case. I doubt it's a few €100 difference, but you know, it's like an incremental kind of thing. You know, every time, if we can maximize our income every time, it's gonna change over the long run. Okay, 7,800. Now, just for a quick measure here, is that enough to get this guy like this? Financing. Ooh, I can. Oh, but it's so expensive. It's half of my current money, not like excluding my current, you know, financial deals. So the problem here, or the thing that I was thinking here, sorry, it's not really a problem. It's a problem because I might have to go back on my word. This is way cheaper. I could almost buy it without borrowing, which means I'm just looking here if it needs any seed type. I don't think it is. It's a lot of configuration on this one. I don't know what these are, but sorry. So financing this for 6 months only is it's a third almost of the tractor. So my plan was actually maybe to delay the sugarcane by 1 year, right? So we finance this, pay it off in half a year because it's cheaper, and then we would try to get as much money from our goats and logs as we can in the meantime to fund the financing of the harvesting setup. That would be 16,000 per month for half a year. Then plus this might be actually way more expensive, but I think it's gonna require us to 30,000 for 6 months. Can I actually like get up to 30,000? That's the rules of the challenge forbid me to lease. That's, you can see the reason now why I put the financing into the rules of the challenge, because it has more consequences than leasing. And also, like, I can't just take the cheapest option, because then I'm locked into paying for more than I needed. You know, like with the planter, I was thinking of going, you know, just to get one planting done. Where is it? What the hell? Am I scrolling so fast? Oh, there we go. You know, if I plant sugar beet 1 year and not the next year, I don't need to lease this or finance this for more than half a year, right? Maybe actually 1 year. Maybe that would be a smart thing. Finance for 1 year to lower it even more. Interesting. The harvester though, that's a different thing, because yeah, but it might be a good thing as well. Because I'm thinking if I use this money here to upgrade the tractor so that I can use the sugar beet planter, I might not even be, that's the thing, I might not even be able to use it. And then I would have to go for the sugar beet harvester. That isn't that expensive. But the sugar beet financing deals for 2 years, because I'm going to be using it year after year. Actually, this might be cheaper. This might not be as much of a debt as I thought it would be. You know what? I want to do the sugarcane. So I'm gonna get over there, upgrade the tractor, and just pray that it can actually use it. Now that, oh, actually, I just realized now, if I upgrade the tractor now, I need to go another trip before I can lease the planter. Either way. I'll still do it. I think maybe we'll get rid of this loud problem if we upgrade the horsepower. Alright, time to upgrade. That is the biggest thing we can do. Oh, I can't finance the upgrade. I was gonna say I could maybe upgrade, leverage it even more. There is no extra cost anywhere else. That is good. Actually though, do I want just to put on the standard tires? Maybe it's gonna help with grip. I'm not gonna spend more money on it though, just gonna put this on. So, alright. Upgraded tractor. And a chance taken on it working for the seeder planter of the sugarcane. I can't even afford that. I have to go one more trip with logs. Alright, just approaching. Now, I've noticed there's a weird sound whenever I let go of the gas. I hope it's not really any problem with the thing. Might just be the new engine, but yeah. Where is our... there it is. I'm gonna pull the trees now because it's a grass field, luckily, and I can pull the trees into the field just to process them. I'm gonna try to pull every one of them out. I might not sell all of them today, but maybe I will. So yeah, I will put on a time lapse again. Hope that you enjoy that. Alright, now that took a while again. This logging work is just so time consuming. But I think I'll go ahead and trim as quickly as I can here. Just the bare minimum really. Then I'll have to trim them again as I load them on. This isn't every tree that I've cut down. There are a few more here in the woods. But they are... This is a decent amount, I think. We'll just go ahead now here and cut them to size. First though, I will drop my winch out of reach here. Now some of the trees are the wrong way around went in a way, but I think it should be fine. So I'm actually thinking of starting with that other pile there, that's a smaller one. Not driving over it like that. Damn it, I just moved all of them out of the way there. Now this is gonna leave some wood chips on the field, but I think it's gonna be fine, since we are planning on moving that field. There we go, now I have lined it up, and now I can just go ahead and cut them out here. So, I decided to take the lightest ones just by hand, and so many of them are below 100 kilos. Maybe I cut them way too short. As you can probably tell, they're not sticking too much out from the trailer. So maybe I've cut down the profits as well. But yeah, let me just... oh, I need to trim those. Holy... There we go. Okay, now I should get the rest of these guys in here. No, just go the right way, please. Alright. Oh, yes. I'll continue this again with time-lapse going, and I'll be back with you in a real quick jiff. Let me get this back. We'll see how much money we get, if we can finance the planter just from that, or if we have to sell the rest. I do want to try to finance it. No, actually the planter I can finance it for 2 years. The lowest monthly price. And also look how easier it is for the tractor to drive here now. It's doing 20 kilometers an hour, not 3. So, if anything, just the, you know, if nothing works with the planter, then at least we have a better horsepower tractor now. Alright, we're back here. Now, last episode I discovered really that the price of wood, I'll just show you again here, the price of wood on the train is way better than, you know, anywhere else. Oh, it's just so, it's 3 times better. But it's so tedious to try to build them from there. Oh, am I really? No, I don't think it's worth it, really. 9,000. If I could have gotten 40,000 there, you know, or 30,000, maybe it would have been worth it. But all right, let's finance this for 2 years, for 2,500 almost a month in cost. And if I miss any payments, 5% compound increase of the remaining amount will need to be paid back. So very important for me to never miss the payments. All right, because if I lose them once, then I can get into a financial spiral downwards, and I want the spiral to go upwards. If anything, confirm. I can fetch the purchase at the store. Let's drive over there. Would you look at that? I've never seen this kind of contraption before. Alright, let's attach this. So, sugar cane. Do I just buy sugar cane? Yeah, it doesn't take the traditional seed. Ooh, can I afford that? Yeah, of course. I wasn't looking at the price. Of course I can afford that. Let's just buy 1 to begin with, and I will see how much it takes. Okay, I might take 2 pallets. Yep, it's gonna take 2 pallets. That's good. I'll take 2. Not customize. Oh yes, it's called customize, but it's really just buying. Okay, let's refill this. It's probably more than I have to, but I don't use this machine for anything else. Oh, all right. Let's get this bad boy back home. Now I'm back here. Now I just realized on the way here I need to move these logs that are in the field. But just for a test, I'll start far down there. I'm not sure if it's direct seed or not. Okay, so let's unfold this. Alright, lower it, start it, and go over here and see what happens. Alright, it is seeding directly. It is struggling. That is because it's missing 5 horsepower to actually run this efficiently. Okay. Now I don't want to continue too far here because I need the fertilizer. Oh man. I didn't notice that. This winch, it just keeps tipping over like this. Is there anything I can do? No, it's tipping in the wrong way. I'm just gonna take the weight, I'm guessing. Actually, the cultivator might work as well. I just need something to, you know, push the logs away. Now, does this weight actually touch the ground if I lower it? Yes, it does appear so. Yeah, good. Then I can easily push these guys away. Alright, it's very efficient. There you go. Let me jump over here and throw this. Wait, is this? It's 50 kilos only. Yep. Most of these. Oh wait, that was 127. I shouldn't have pushed that. Whoops. It's 6 in the evening in game, and I really hope we get this. Actually, yeah, never mind. I'm sorry, I was thinking I hope we get this seeded before too long. And I was also thinking I can just use the spreader of the fertilizer on top of this afterwards. I don't have to have it in the seeder. So let me, for the one last time in this episode, do a time lapse.
I got this weight on my shoulders, slowing me down. I don't know how it came about. And while the world is spinning faster every night, I feel I'm stuck in reverse somehow. But it ain't no one's fault that I am stuck here. No one to blame this on, feeling so hopeless. I keep on pouring salt on my wounds when I shouldn't stay. I feel the pressure on me, how it's itching under my own skin. It's getting real hard to breathe. I gotta move on right now. I feel the pressure. A force of habit to point at another mistake, but two wrongs don't make one right. I gotta pull it together before it's too late. An hourglass in my mind, a light. I know it's all my fault that I am stuck here. No one to blame this on, feeling so hopeless. I gotta find a way before it disappears. I cannot stay. I feel the pressure on me, how it's itching under my own skin. It's getting real hard to breathe. I gotta move on right now. I feel the pressure. Ooh, when did I get so blind? I didn't see this coming. Ooh, I should have heard faith calling, trying to pull me out. But how do I get out? Yeah, how do I get out? I feel the pressure on me, how it's itching under my own skin. It's getting real hard to breathe. I gotta move on right now. I feel the pressure.
Alright, that's it. Again, I had to turn into manual gear shifting mode for the tractor to actually work. Otherwise it was stuck on 3 kilometers an hour. So definitely a horsepower problem still, but we're definitely better off, I think. Now we still don't have the sugar mill, so the sugarcane isn't really helpful at the moment. I'm just gonna try to park it here. Oh no. I think I really should have used front weight on this because I was having trouble turning, and I still am. Just gonna put it here, that way it's not in the way. Alright. And fertilizer. Yeah, I don't have any sensors, so I can just put it straight on. I've been destroying a little bit of the wheat as I'm working there, but I hope it's fine. Yeah, the turning radius on this tractor is very bad. Ooh. Okay, there isn't that much fertilizer left. So let's see if we can at least... Oh god, trees in the way. At least get some of it down here. Did it work? It didn't work with the grass, that's the thing really. Oh, it worked. Okay. Let's bring it back up there. Just do a little lap around here, I think. Oh yeah, definitely needs some fertilizer, I can tell. Needs a lot of fertilizer, so it's not a pure profit, you know, from seed to sold product. There's some input cost as well. Okay. That should be it. I'll park it back. Actually, I'll just park it here. Should be fun later. Oh, turn off the engine and lights. Okay, what is this? Stop with that hand. Yes, that should be it for today. It's been a long one. I might be able to cut it a little bit down so it doesn't exceed the half-hour mark too much. But we've been productive. We have seeded this field, or sown this field twice now in the same month almost, or 2 months. Still waiting on this wheat to grow. We're gonna store it, I think. Oh, that makes sense. One of the rules is I need a silo, and I also need a harvester if I'm gonna harvest it. I'm gonna harvest this. So that is some costs that we are looking into, as well as the production for the sugar cane. So yeah, we have a lot of exciting things happening in the future. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed and that you join next time when we get even closer to our goals. And remember to like and subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.